What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Alpha Skywalker, and Happy New Year. So this is my first official YouTube video, and I kind of started this channel to get over my camera shyness a little bit, I guess you could say. You might be thinking, how are you camera shy if you're an entertainer and you're trying to be a rapper, right? Well, yes and no. I mean, I worked my confidence a long way to get to this point now, and I still got a ways to go, but I got to get over that. So that's why we're here right now. Alright, so you want to maximize your stage presence. You want to make sure you're coming into 2019 with all the game, all the swagger, you know, all the style, all the sauce. Well, here's how you're going to do it. In this video, I'm going to tell you 3 ways that you can maximize your performance skills. And I'm also going to share a story with you about a time where I had a mishap on stage. So, we'll cut to the video right now. So basically, you know, they called me up to the stage, and you know, there was this intoxicated woman dancing on stage, you know, acting a fool, doing all kind of crazy stuff. So basically, I was waiting for her to leave the stage. She wasn't going nowhere. So I walked up on stage, kind of gave her a second, you know, she was still doing her thing. So I just started, you know, booty bumping her a little bit, you know, just twerking on her, trying to back her off the stage, you know. And that didn't really work. I mean, she just started gigging back, but you know, I introduced myself. I was like, "What's up, Oakland? You feel me? Y'all ready for a show?" So she kind of made her way down the stage a little bit, and you know, started the song. And halfway into the second song, she comes right back on stage and starts dancing, pretty much chasing me around the stage. So I had to try to think quick on my toes, which brings me to the first rule that I'm gonna give you guys tonight. You can plan all you want. You can have everything set in your mind. You can practice every day for a week. You can imagine the performance, and all that is good stuff. That's all good to do. But you gotta remember, rule number 1. Ain't shit gonna go according to plan. Ever. There's always gonna be some unexpected circumstances, you know, some little things here and there that you just didn't plan for. And you have to adapt. Adaptability. So, basically, I had to adapt to the situation. She wouldn't get off stage, so you know, she's feeling the song, so why not use her as a prop for the stage? I was gonna try to do this whole video in one take, you know, even though it's my first video, so obviously I'm gonna mess up, but goddamn lights went off, man. That's alright, we still rocking. So, as I was saying, you know, you have to be able to adapt. Adaptability is one of the biggest factors. Not everything that happens during a show is going to be something that you plan for, you know. So basically, she hopped up on stage, you know, she was still gigging, so I figured, why not use her as a prop? Why not help her? Why not use her to help make the performance a little bit better? So, you feel me? She's going dumb to my song and everything, so get right in there with her with the mic, start going dumb with her, you know. But you know, I just had to make sure that she was having fun, you know, the crowd was having fun. Just make sure everybody enjoyed the show all around, you know. Even if I might have to make myself look a little silly at my own expense. The show must go on. Alright, so that brings me to rule number 2, as I mentioned earlier. Practice. It don't hurt to practice. You might think you the shit, you might think you got all the swag, you might have recorded the song a year ago and know the song like the back of your hand. But none of that matters because you're not preparing yourself for, you know, maybe stage fright. You might see a bunch of people, might freak you out a little bit. You're not preparing yourself for movement, walking around on stage. You may know the song, but it's not just about knowing the song. It's about how you present yourself on stage. You know, you might want to practice hand gestures. You know, some people might get on stage and not know what to do with their hand because they're just so used to rapping. They don't ever imagine having to have one mic in one hand And what you're gonna do with the other hand, you're just gonna stand there and keep it to your side. You're gonna look awkward and stiff. You know, you're gonna hype the people up. Are you gonna move the mic too much to where you can't hear it? You know, there's lots of factors that people don't consider, so practicing is always a great thing to do. Now, that brings me to my last and final rule. Rule number 3, be comfortable and always be yourself. That's why I'm here, and that's why you've come to this video. So, again, to recap all that, number 1, you gotta have adaptability. Not everything is gonna go according to plan. You know, things might change. Things might go way off according to plan. Things might go pretty close to plan. But no matter what, there's always gonna be some variation. There's always gonna be some room for something that you didn't expect. So always be prepared to adapt. That's what a good entertainer does anyway. Rule number 2. Rule number 2. What the fuck is rule number 2? You remember rule
You
number
said
2?
practice?
Yeah, okay, you're right. Rule number 2. Practice. It's an age-old rule. Practice makes perfect. Like, yeah, it's corny. I know it's corny. It sounds corny coming from me. But, you know, everyone says it, but it's true. Practice makes perfect. I used to be the dude not practicing, you know. You want to see what a show, and you know what? Since this is 2019, and we out here living our best lives, you know, getting our confidence up, I'm going to share with you guys a video of where, you know, I kind of just went and performed. I didn't really practice, and just kind of thought I was the shit. And I'm only going to share a little bit because it's pretty bad. But check it out. Don't judge. I know that was a little yeah, we're not even going to talk about that. But anyways, as I was saying, nobody's too good to practice, you know? You could be just starting out. You could have been doing this for 10 years, 20 years. But practice always makes perfect. It doesn't hurt to get a little better, does it? Even if you aren't improving that much. At least you aren't falling back, falling behind, you know, backtracking, whatever you want to say. Now, that brings me to rule number 3. Always be yourself, you know? There's only one you. Only one and only you. I can guarantee that. And if there's not, so there's a fake in the mix. Plain and simple. Just always be yourself. You might be a little camera shy. Like me. Might be have a little stage fright.
No. I'm gonna freak out. Oh.
Hell, you might not even be fully comfortable with yourself. But you'll get there. So once again, this is Alpha Skywalker, Abstract Reality, UNLTD.com. Feel me? Go on there for merch, updates. Subscribe below if you like the content, and if you want to see more, always like. Throw up any questions you guys may have in the comments, and I want to hear from you guys. I want you guys to tell me some story that you might have from a time you performed, or maybe a performance didn't go as you thought it was going to, or maybe you had just the most excellent performance. Hey, if you guys have videos, links to your performances, songs, go ahead and share them down below in the comments, and I'll get back to you guys. You know, this kind of network. South Skywalker, Abstract Reality, UNLTD.com, and I'm out. Peace.
Never been a stranger to the grind, yeah, I know. I just want the money for the time, that's for sure. But baby, always be on my line, that's for sure. But I ain't even tryna waste no time with a hoe. Never been a stranger to the grind, yeah, I know. I just want the money for the time, that's for sure. But baby, always be on my line, that's for sure. But I ain't even tryna waste no time with a hoe. I've been spending time with my soul, growing and balancing with my mind, that's for sure. Making a couple plays on the grind with my bros, reading your energy in your mind. Whoa, ooh no, this feeling stranger than fiction. Call her bluff, you know that she get you tripping. I can never do enough, might fuck around, fill my cup, and fucking my demons up. Overall, I think I'm winning. Never been a stranger to the grind, yeah, I know. I just want the money for the time, that's for sure. But baby, always be on my line, that's for sure. But I ain't even tryna waste no time with a hoe. that's for sure. Lil' baby always be on my line, that's for sure. But I